Blessings, everyone. This is Keleena. Welcome to December 2022, final month of the year. It's been a very pivotal year for everybody, and changes are going to continue. It's not like this is going to end. We're moving into a whole new dynamic. We're moving into what seems like a shift in our civilization upon this planet. And there are a lot of changes that are happening within us, within our physical human structure at the same time. This is being created, is creating the changes upon the planet as well. So this is very important to understand that as the changes happen within you, because you are part of Gaia, because you are Gaia's children, the changes happen upon the planet, okay? We all do this together as one because we are one. We are the I am, and don't run away from that. And for those of you that don't understand the I am, there is a 2-hour presentation. It's an activation webinar. It activates you through the DNA at the cellular level on my website. You can go on there. It's like $44, I think. It'll activate you, and it has the understanding of the I am. William and I had done that one together, and it is not connected to linear time. You can go in and get that and take a look, watch that, receive the activations, the healing, all of the light language to help you understand that more, because a lot of you are just awakening, and we'll be going through this entire process of awakening and wanting to understand who you are. Who am I? Why am I here? Some of that stuff is definitely answered in there, and we activate you through the DNA at the cellular level to understand more of who you are, but also to shift you to move into a higher frequency to find your true self. Okay. So I'm going to go through, welcome to France. I am in France right now. A lot of you know that I am conducting grid work. And I've been doing this for years and years. And right now they're taking me through Europe. So I'm in France for a few days in different locations. And I did say I was going to be revealing some of the places to open it for personal sessions for some of you that wanted to have healing sessions in person. And I did do that in Belgium and Netherlands. And but in France, we are like, the time is short here. So we're not in one location in enough time to do them. But on the journey back home, we will announce those locations then. Yes, so for those of you that have Facebook and Instagram, you will see the places I've already been. If you're not on there, click the link that's in my description that takes you to my Instagram, my Facebook, so that you can follow there and see the photos and the grid work that has already been conducted to keep you updated. Because in there also you can connect with the grid work that has been conducted to activate you at the cellular level. And that's one of the reasons I do it. It's part of my work as a multidimensional quantum energy healer and a key code activator on the planet. I return to do this stuff, to come back and to help to activate the New Earth crystalline grid at the higher octaves, higher frequencies and vibrations for all of us that are here, that are wanting to stay human. That's one of the keys for December. Okay. So let's go into the December energy. I wrote some of my notes down that I'm really picking up on. And one of the really big things is to really focus on staying human. And this isn't just December. What they're doing is they're showing me this door that's opening for 2023. I will do a 2023 webinar because I have a ton of information on what's coming for 2023. If you didn't see my interview with Todd Medina, with William and I touched on a lot of them, but I didn't get a chance to go into detail. I will do that on the webinar. Plus I have a lot more stuff for what's happening in 2023. I also have another webinar. That's the one, healing the overly aggressive masculine sexual energy, that is coming up this month on the 18th. That is for men and women. Okay, so it will be this month, the 18th. I will be conducting it from wherever I'm going to be on the planet during this grid work. So there will be a link down below for you to sign up for that. Please know my webinars people start signing up like that. It's a limited amount of space on there. If it goes out of that space, then I have to open it up and purchase more space. So this is going to be, that will be the last one. That's for healing parts of yourself that are really deep in your DNA from so many past lifetimes of being overly aggressive in that sexual masculine energy. And this is for men and women, and it's because it was programmed in your DNA. So don't take this the wrong way. Both persons carry it. And I will explain a lot in there. We will go through healing. We will do techniques. I will show you how you're going to know that's you. And most of you already know if it's you, if you have that pull to people all the time in the lower chakras, or you just want to be have one night stands, or you have this attraction to people all the time and it's only at that level of the sexual level, and then boom, you're done with them. That's that overly aggressive. You also use that energy to get your way, to manipulate and deceive people. You also use that energy to pull people in for the wrong reasons in your life. So there's a lot of information. I'm going to have slides. I'm going to be doing activations. I'm going to be doing healing. We're going to be doing so much stuff in there. And it's the last really huge purification that's really needed, that we need to get to the bottom of this for 2022, because you don't want to take that into 2023. Again, all of my webinars are not connected to linear time. There's a lot of them on my website, especially the healing the witching wounds for women. Men can do that too. You've been a woman as well. That one is selling like boom, boom, boom all the time. So get in there if you want to do this last one of the year with us. 2023 one, I don't have a date for yet, but it's coming. Okay, I have a lot of energy right now, so I'm going to explain that as well. But first, I want to talk about this staying human. Okay, what they're showing me is, you know, we're moving into a new age, and they're calling it the Aquarian age, but it's, you know how everything cycles. Here's the thing. We came back, everyone came back, and everyone has their own abilities. We all have different abilities. We came back to help Gaia, and we're reconnecting with our abilities that's in our DNA, that's in our cellular structures, that's in our cellular memories. For me, I was a high priestess in many, many, many lifetimes. So the abilities, the magic, the grid work I'm doing on the crystalline grid, working with women, sisters of the rose, understanding all of these things, vision. I have all 6 clairs. I came back in this lifetime to focus on this. You came back in this lifetime as well to focus on your part of what you came here for. So every single human has magic, okay? All of you. Do not think that you don't. You have to go through the healing process to find it first. Here's the thing about staying human. They're showing me more and more with this new age coming in. You're calling it new age, new time, space, reality that's being created. It's being created through us in a transition in what's happening outside of the planet, you know, astrologically, planetarily, through you, everything. We're all one. Okay, we are part of Gaia. We are part of the sun, Solaris. We are the planets. Everything is within us and it's outside of us. You know, we are the universe. And staying human is really important, because there's so much artificial intelligence that they're going to be pushing on you. They're already testing it all over the world. And one of the things they're doing is they're testing it on people that don't have a lot of, okay, and I'm codes. So if you are even thinking about getting a chip put in you, think again. Okay, because what they're going to do is control you with the satellites. And I've seen it in my visions for years. Other people who are psychic like myself and who are visionaries, they've seen it as well. be really careful with making that decision. It's the same thing as what they were showing me, the people that are using the virtual reality stuff. Now there's a lot of people that are really tuning into this, what they call AI art. And I want to say something about this because a lot of people are like, oh, is this good? Is this bad? It's neither. Okay. Here's the thing though. It's fun to do, to see yourself as a cartoon character. Cartoons and characters like that have been going on for what, 100 years, right? When did Disney start that? As long as you're not taken into a simulation against your knowing, without your knowing, as a character in something, it's okay. All right. But if you give permission to someone to utilize you, here's the thing. There's an energetic response to that and to whatever they're using you in this simulation. And then what does it do? It disconnects you from being human. You will feel the energy of that usage towards your soul. This is what they're showing me. So be very careful with this stuff that's going on with that technology. It's okay to have fun and play a game and stuff like that, but this is different. This is not, it's not heart-based, okay? Being a robotic, this is what my team just said, robotic, because I'm channeling a lot of this. Being robotic is not human. Okay, you didn't come here for that. You came here to be an organic human, to have an experience. Spirit is here having this human experience through you. Why would you want to shut that down and disconnect yourself from your heart and soul? Okay, those of you that have children, be careful with them. Teach them these things because so much is happening and we want to keep things aligned with ourselves and with nature. We are nature. We're natural beings. We're not robots. So be careful with these people that are inventing these things and they're claiming that they're the good guy. Okay, be careful with these people that are pushing them, pushing any kind of thing that goes within you that is not natural to you. I don't care what it is. Feel into that before you make the decision to go ahead and do something like that. And there's going to be people that are going to be like, oh, you're not going to like what I say, but I can only tell you what I channel, what I see, and what Spirit shows me, and what I have a very big team of guides that have been giving me information for many, many years. And I will bring you what I see, what I know, and you can go from there and take that information, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, so that is really big. Staying human, that is not just for this month, that is for all of 2023 and beyond, but it like starting really big right now. They're trying to capture you in that. I have been talking to my Patreon members about next spring, excuse me, spring of 2023, because for about 8 months, I've been seeing they've been showing me bunny rabbits, Easter bunny rabbits. You know, they show me different things after Easter. So I've been talking to my Patreon members saying, we just need to get through this year in the beginning of 2023, because come Easter or early spring 2023, you're going to feel like this burden's lifted off your shoulders. You're going to go through a deep transformation this winter, okay? Everyone is, again, doesn't matter where you are in your process, everyone's still transforming. There's mega influxes of light, you know, 12/12 every year, 12/21 for the winter solstice. There's always huge changes coming in. And pay attention to how you're feeling and how you're allowing yourself to go with the flow with the change of the energies. Don't run away from them, flow with them, and take the time to be quiet, okay? There is a lot of, I keep getting shown from now through Easter, from now through when the bunny rabbits come, there's got to be a level of solitude. It's really important to be in space of peace, to be in a sacred space. That's where I'm being sent to all these sacred spaces on the grid where I do work activating the crystalline, the North crystalline grid, raising the octaves of frequencies and vibrations, and then expanding them through the grid so that you can actually connect with those and do that as well through your body, to receive it and activate it where you're living. I'm going to do my best to go live on YouTube here doing one of them. As long as I have camera and sound, we're going to do that. So there's going to be this from now until it's going to be March or April. All they show me is the bunnies, so they don't give me a specific time. And I am not an astrologer. I only go by the visions they give me and the feeling. And I'm feeling around that time period in spring, because I'm also seeing the crocuses coming up and showing me crocuses coming up and blooming. That's about the time you're going to start feeling the, I can breathe again. Okay. So quiet time starts now. It's time for you to be in a sacred space, to be in peace, meditate, be in nature. I cannot say nature enough. She's our mother. Get on her to help you heal. All right. This month, there's a lot of feeling of tiredness, really feeling you just want to pass out. And then, you know, a day later or 2 days later, you've got all this energy. It's like, ooh, like the roller coaster. I always talk about the roller coaster. So, do your best to listen to the body. I always say, listen to your body. Okay. It's very important. If you feel tired, rest. All right. You're going through these huge shifts and changes with these influx of light from Solaris and these codes that are coming in to activate you at the cellular level. Because again, I will repeat this for as long as I can. You're leaving carbon-based body and becoming crystalline. We've always had crystals within us. It's just that they were shut down and non-active by drinking poisoned water, by eating junk foods with chemicals in them, by using fluoride in your toothpaste. Shuts down your pineal gland, shuts down your crystals that are in the body. They're in your organs, they're in your spine, they're in your brain. All of these things are very important. This is why eating organic, eating natural things is very important too. And if you have children, teaching them that when they're little, connecting their chakra system with the colors of the fruits and vegetables to eat. All of these things they're basic things, but they're really important. And these are the things that we taught back in Lemuria, in Atlantis, okay, in Egypt to the children, so that whenever you had an ailing or energy, an area on your body, wherever the chakra was, you knew that that was the food you needed to focus on then. It goes much deeper than that, but really, really important. If you're feeling tired, you know, or you have a headache or something, focus on the color of food to eat there. But this month, people are going to feel it. You're going to feel tired. Then you're going to have a bam amount of energy. Utilize it wisely. Okay. And I'm going to touch on this again because they just told me create. Create now. Now is the time to plant the seeds. Now is the time to plant the seeds. Now is the time to plant the seeds. That's my team talking. It's a time to plant the seeds, to create new things, because everything's changing. This is the time. And starting new things without all of these old rules, the old patriarchal rules and the control on you, it's all shifting and changing. So it's time to create the new. There's those of you out there that you don't trust, you know, anything anymore. And a lot of us are like that. I haven't trusted things for a long, long time, but you're now finally seeing it after 2020, after the shutdown, which was the great awakening for the planet and for humanity. Who you can trust and who you can't trust. And that moves me into the next thing. Trust is happening, and it's actually started, I want to say, for some of us, the trust thing started a month ago, okay? Maybe a little longer. The feeling of having the want and need to trust in people again. You know, you've been so manipulated and deceived. And then there's been this levels of discernment that everyone has had to utilize, because who do you trust? What do you trust? And you have to We find a level of trusting yourself and trusting your own intuition while you utilize your discernment, but also opening the trust to humans again, to humanity. And it's a big change. Everything's changing. So there's a deep level of that. And I had to go through that. William is traveling with me right now. I had to go through a trust thing with him. And it's really big, you know, and ma'arukurashna sampira nana naki anana sunde maina Okay, so I really am feeling it's a clearing of the system, but I'm feeling the heart expanding really big. Sham urna mana aquí. Amor. Okay. Just a little activation there to help you to move some energy, to open the heart a little more, to be able to feel, to be able to align and know who and what you can trust. I have my notes from everything I've been feeling and seeing. So the trusting part comes from the shifts of that Scorpio cleanse, that Scorpio eclipse that we had. I did a video on that. If you didn't watch that, go back and watch that. But that was deep. That was a deep cleanse to bring up really old stuff and really let go of so much that you didn't understand about yourself. Just let it go. Release it, bring it into neutrality by loving the dark shadow parts of you, and as you bring that in, the shadow part of you bringing it in and seeing yourself in the light, you bring it into love into your heart, and you just love that shadow part and you let it go. It dissolves and you move more into that light being that you truly are. Okay, let me see. I don't have much for this month written down, so I'm going to channel and see what else we get. Excuse the noise here. They're working outside here, cutting down trees. So I'm going to let the rest come in. And we'll see what happens. Okay, they're talking about levels of discernment. They will help you to qualify that which is judgmental within yourself, that which you do not trust within yourself, that which you do not see as your reality, however it is. Because when one judges through not trusting, it's deeper than the surface. It is having to see things from different perspectives or angles. It's having to see that it is your own projection on humanity or another human in your life. It is having to see that you are projecting on someone else's choice or behavior, their patterns, their expectations. But when one judges, you also have expectations. In return, mirror, mirror on the wall, who do you see? We wish for you to know your levels of light are increasing upon your planet on a daily basis. With no discernment, the light of God shines upon you to shine within you. to allow you to see the beautiful being that you are, to know the truth from which you come, to feel love, to expand your light, your purity in grace, connected to your inner wisdom and the truth of all that is. We are here to assist in amplifying your grid, your structure. If and when you are open to receive, allowing the crystalline light to flow through your body, captivating your cells and gorging them with the brilliance and illumination of our sun. Allowing the Christ consciousness of all that is to shine within you, to activate fully, to become the Christed beings all of you truly are. To find that part of yourself. We ask you not to be discouraged. Everyone is awakening at different times, different speeds, different levels, through different vocabularies, languages, different knowing and wisdom. Many of you are wondering what you're here to do. And what we say is hold yourself in this space of service, knowing that that which you already do may be your service, yet you are taking it to a higher frequency, a higher level. Your technology upon your planet, utilized by humans, will be okay when you utilize it, but not allow it to monopolize your life. This is where the fall had come before. Do you wish to be monopolized by those that want to control? Or do you wish to remain human or organic, functional in a life and in a reality as spirit, as love? You are the light and love as we are. And you will always eternally be, unless you take the steps, as Keleena has said, of allowing the monopolization, through allowing someone else to conduct experiments on humans. You didn't come here to be an experiment in this lifetime. You came here to remove the experiment. You came here to be the change. We are all one. We breathe as one. Our heart beats as one. We live as one life. We represent Source, the divine creator of I am. I am. Nearashna moria na meiran, sasahawa kai, mi un una. Iam urnana nerene kirotushna man erosner, mer irkan ut nich erosekit it sha am a. Namor namanaki anisnaya. I am. I am. I am. Blessings, everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for receiving those activations. Thank you for listening to the channeling. There's a lot of things going on, and I wish for all of you that are in a space and place where you feel like things just aren't changing for you, I wish for you to know that that just means you're in your process. You're letting go of the old you, the old ego identity of yourself, as you allow the ego to dismantle. So you allow that ego to disintegrate. That's the created ego. So you can allow yourself to be in alignment with the true sacred mind, sacred heart, sacred voice. All that I am as you. I am as one. Ma'ana natinya nai. All right, I love you. I will be continuing here in France, and our next stop will be Spain. So we are heading to Spain, and we'll be conducting some work there. And then I will be only sharing with my Patreon members in December. I will be offline as much as I can because I have some things that I am working on that I have to finish before the end of the year. And Spirit is like aligning everything. I have no choice half the time of anything that I'm doing, because as you become more aligned with your divine self, living in alignment for what you're here to do, everything, the doors just open, everything unfolds. And like I said, and I want to explain choice and free will really quick, because people ask me about that all the time. So I'm going to pop that in here. At a third dimensional level, okay, you have a choice. So if you come to a fork in the road, what am I going to do with my life? I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. Do I stay in this? Do I go this way? Okay, you have the choice of the third dimensional level. When you're aligned and you're already gone beyond that stuff and you've healed so much, and then for those of you that don't know, I've been awake my whole life, and I've gone through a good 35 years of this process, healing, and it started in my 20s. Okay, so that's that gives you an idea. I'm not telling you my earth age, but it's been going on for a long time, and I've had to go through it to experience it, to be able to teach it, and to be a wayshower, so, and a channeler, and all the things that I do as a healer and stuff. So when you're aligned, when you get through that, a lot of the process of finding yourself, allowing you to become yourself, okay? And please know you're always whole. You're always whole. But finding your true self, which means just removing all of the third dimensional reality, the programming that you've placed upon you, it's been, been brought to you in this life and other lifetimes. You align back into your sacred heart. You know who your inner being is. You know why you're here. You know how and why you're here to serve. And you know who you are. I know who I am. I know why I'm here. I know how I serve Source and Gaia. Okay? Once you get to that, everything is aligned. You're aligned that you're living in your I am presence. You're living as your higher self, and you don't have to make choices anymore. Instead, you're living in God's divine will. You're living God's will. All right? Not my will, which is the third dimensional programming, but thy will be done. But God's will be done. Okay? Not my will, but God's will be done. Because when we are living in alignment, we are living from God's will and what we align to come down here and do on this planet. So that's where everything is free will, okay? And that's God's will. And the free choice, the choices are made when you're thinking, when you're in that analytical reality. You have all those free choice, sure, go ahead, choose which one do you want to do you want to live this way, do you want to live this way, do you want to be this person, do you want to be that person, do you want to live on the other side of the world, do you want to make a choice to go eat that food today? You have those choices, but when you are fully in alignment, your inner being knows where you're supposed to be that day, what you're supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to be eating, who you're supposed to be aligning with for, whether if it's just to exchange codes for the day, if it's to go do prayer, to do chanting, meditation, whatever, exercising, painting, being creative. It's all in alignment. So there's the difference between the free choice and free will. You're freeing, that's the solar plexus, the divine will, so that you can live in God's will. So I hope that makes sense. All right. So there's a lot more happening, and there's a lot more people out there that are bringing through information. I just touched on these things today that I feel are important. Again, December 18th, that's going to be posted, and we'll go out with the newsletter as well for this very powerful webinar that people have been waiting for this for, I think, 2 months from me, but I've had to prepare for it because there is so much information, and it's going to help a lot of you that have been through sexual abuse, incest, molestation, rape. A lot of this stuff is karmic. It's going to help with, people who only want to have one night stands all the time, that aren't able to be in relationships. You don't understand. A lot of this is ego, overly masculine, aggressive sexual energy. And you just have that pull to someone's lower chakras all the time. It's because you're escaping the heart. So it's going to be a powerful, powerful webinar, December 18th. I will be doing it from Europe, so the time, pay attention to the time, and it will be very simple, $33. It'll be 2 hours and $33, the master number. Let's keep it at that. It was going to be more, but I was like, nope, I want more people to be able to get this. Make it a Christmas gift to yourself to do this, because you're all carrying this in your DNA, even though you're probably like, no, I don't, that's not me. If you're a woman and you're in let's just give the old scene, a bar scene, and you see this guy walking, you're like, oh, I just want to, okay? Same with a man. If you're somewhere and you see him and you're like, oh, I just like to, that is the thinking and the process of the manipulated, distorted DNA. That's an overly sexual, masculine energy, okay? That's you. Again, if you've had brutal things happening to you in this life, or anyone, you carry that in your DNA. If your mother was raped, if your father was raped, okay, you carry that in your DNA. This is how we're going to clear it. And I was gifted downloads and downloads of it. It started August, September, went into October, still receiving information, going to touch on it, everything that I can. And, I've had to experience some of this stuff I always have to experience everything to be able to receive the downloads, to help heal others. That is my work on this planet. So I look forward to having you there. It's going to be a big one. And let's release this for 2022 and move into 2023 free from this. This is going to shut down porn industry. This is going to shut down all of that nasty stuff that is on this planet, that's going on with children, that's against women, sexual slavery, even children, even some men have been utilized and brutalized in this as well. So it isn't just, one way, it's both ways. So I hope to see you on there. If you wish to, you can always purchase it as well for a Christmas gift for someone else. Yes. I don't know when the 2023 webinar will be, but that will be coming as well. I will go over what's coming for 2023. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but it's going to be a lot of information. And yes, so I wish all of you a wonderful holiday. However you choose, if you choose to celebrate. I know some people don't. A lot of spiritual communities are like, oh, I don't celebrate that. It's all marketing. And it is marketing. However, it is a time to remember to come together in unification and harmony, to balance. So even if you don't want to celebrate, the gift giving, all of that stuff, come together with your friends, with your community in a harmonic balance, and at least do some meditation together, chanting together, prayer together, even having a huge dinner together, just to say thank you in alignment and in gratitude for having friendships, for having family outside of family, for being able to be here on this planet during this shift and change in this reality that all of you are living. Okay? So don't knock everything down. Utilize the time to lift up. All right? I love you, and I will see you soon. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. Maya Kita Ayaat. Many blessings. I love you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all those things you wish to say. I will see you soon. Yo soy tú.